Welcome back to Veteran Game, where we aren't afraid to dig into the absolute worst that gaming has to offer, so you don't have to. If you're tired of reviewers sugarcoating disaster releases, smash that like button, subscribe, and let's dive into the mess that is Dollhouse, behind the broken mirror. I'll be straight with you. This is one of the most broken, uninspired, and downright laughable horror games I've played in years. There's so bad it's good. And then there's Dollhouse. Behind the broken mirror, a masterclass in how not to do horror, not to do puzzles, and definitely not to do game design. Let's start at the top. This is supposed to be a spiritual successor to the original Dollhouse, which wasn't exactly a classic, but at least tried to do something interesting with noir horror and memory mechanics. Here, Swedesco decides to cut things down to the bone. No skill trees, no multiplayer, just a classic survival horror campaign. You play as Eliza, the once famous singer with amnesia who gets injected with an experimental drug and wakes up in the countryside with no clue who she is or what's going on. And right from the jump, the storytelling does its best to knock you out cold. We're talking exposition dumps so heavy you'll need a shovel, delivered by voice actors who sound about as interested as I am in replaying this game. Every twist, every revelation about Eliza's past is telegraphed a mile away. There's a mirror mechanic meant to channel Silent Hill's otherworld, step through the glass, shift between realities, uncover the truth. Except it's completely wasted and adds almost nothing to the gameplay or the story. If you're hoping for psychological depth, turn around now. But the story is just the beginning of the pain. Graphically, Dollhouse. Behind the broken mirror looks about 3 generations behind, maybe 4 if you squint. Character models are so rough. You'll spot eyelashes that don't even move with the eyelids. Animations are stiff, textures are muddy, and the lighting system. Let's just say oppressive darkness isn't scary when it means you can't see a single thing you're doing. Lanterns flicker on and off for no reason. Textures fail to load, and if you're feeling adventurous, try pushing your head through the walls to get a glimpse of the unfinished internals of every building. It's like someone was speedrunning development with a checklist and ran out of time. Bugs. Oh, you want bugs? This game delivers. And I don't mean spiders and centipedes. We're talking about puzzles that literally don't work. Need to place 4 doll heads on stakes in the right order? You can do it perfectly, and the game will just refuse to let you continue until, after enough mindless trial and error, it suddenly decides you've had enough and lets you move on. This isn't a one-off. Over and over, you're asked to solve order-based puzzles that are either completely broken or insultingly easy. The final act even features a mask puzzle so forgiving. It literally won't let you put anything in the wrong place. You just click around until it's done. Riveting. The whole time, the game can't decide whether it wants you to figure things out or just hand you the answers. Every time you start a new level, it straight up tells you all the objectives and even what weapons and puzzles are coming up. So much for any sense of mystery or exploration. It's like someone's holding your hand, but also tripping you every few steps. And when you're not stuck in darkness or fighting with busted puzzles, you're in combat. Combat, I should say, because it's some of the most boring, repetitive, and brainless enemy design I've ever seen. Living dolls of all shapes and sizes just march straight at you, sometimes reacting to bullets, sometimes not. Every gun is a slightly different handgun, half of them look the same, and ammo types are color-coded so poorly that you'll spend half your time wondering which box does what. The only real strategy is to shoot until the dolls fall over. Or, if you're smart, just walk through a door. Most of the enemies are too dumb to follow you, so you can safely take them out from across the threshold. It's like playing tag with cardboard cutouts. Resource management, a survival horror staple, is completely broken here. You're constantly drowning in ammo and crafting materials. There's a crafting system, but it's so overloaded that picking up more stuff is more of a nuisance than a reward. Any sense of tension is gone, replaced with inventory Tetris. Is it at least scary? Not even close. The only thing scary about Dollhouse, behind the broken mirror, is how quickly it falls apart. The game bombards you with random spooky noises, creaking doors, ghostly footsteps, sudden loud music, but after the 5th time, it all blends together into white noise. There's a carnival level that looks promising, but even the mini-games don't work half the time, and playing with a controller feels like performing brain surgery with oven mitts. Sure, you might get a cheap jump scare or two, but the atmosphere is as limp as a wet rag. And don't get me started on the camera. The constant movement during cutscenes will make you seasick, and the main character, Eliza, doesn't say a word for the whole game. Every conversation is a one-sided, awkward slog with weird camera angles, no emotional connection, and zero immersion. Enemy variety is technically there, but you wouldn't know it. All the dolls shamble toward you at the same slow pace, with the exception of one clown chase scene that feels like it wandered in from another better game. Even the bosses are a letdown, just more circles, more tedium, more frustration. Environmental design is a patchwork mess. The areas barely connect any logical way, with Swamp Village and Carnival all feeling like they belong to different games. Fall in the water, instant death. Get stuck on a bridge. Too bad no jump button for you. Good luck getting unstuck. Audio design. Don't expect the tension of Silent Hill or the subtle unease of Resident Evil. Instead, prepare for headache-inducing bass and item pickup sounds that cut the music off every time. If you were hoping for some connection to the original Dollhouse game, don't bother. Apart from vague memory loss themes and a couple mannequins, there's basically nothing tying them together except the name and a reputation for being a mess. I beat Dollhouse. Behind the broken mirror in about 4 to 5 hours, and the only silver lining is that if you're hunting for an easy platinum trophy, this game hands it out like Halloween candy. But otherwise, there's zero replay value. No branching paths, no interesting lore, no reason to dive back in unless you're a glutton for punishment. Honestly, I'm struggling to find a single redeeming feature. The best I can say is the voice acting is fine in some scenes, and the atmosphere occasionally hints at something cool. But that's it. Everything else, pacing, puzzles, visuals, combat, scares, is just flat out broken, unfinished, or flat out bad. So, should play Dollhouse, Behind the Broken Mirror? Only if you're collecting horror train wrecks for your own personal museum. For everyone else, do yourself a favor and stay far, far away. This isn't just a misfire, it's a crash landing. If you appreciate this kind of no-holds-barred honesty like this video, subscribe for more deep dives and fearless reviews, and let me know in the comments, what's the worst horror game you've ever played? Until next time, this is Veteran Game, saving you time, money, and headaches, one broken game at a time.